What's up, YouTube? So I'm in Palm Springs, California, drove from Phoenix, get out of my element a little bit. Today we're gonna do a full leg day. So it's not just me though. We're gonna mix up the content a little bit. We got Julie in here today. She can squat better than me. So, but before we do that, gonna start off with some EVP Extreme. Julie's got hers as well. And we're gonna get right into it. So I don't dry scoop. I sip on the water, but she dry scoops. I like to stay hydrated. Forces me to drink more water before my workout as well. Gets into the muscles better if you don't dry scoop. You just chased it? Oh, you mixed it. Never mind. Click the link in my bio, use this code. 200 milligrams of caffeine, has pink Himalayan salt. My favorite pre-workout on the market. I got the Much Punch flavor right now. Watermelon's amazing as well. All right, let's get this lift in. Let's do it. Before all of my workouts, I foam roll for about 10 to 15 minutes. This picture right here is a perfect example of a good foam roller for a beginner. And this one right here is good for someone who has more experience with foam rolling because their body is more used to it. And although primarily we're training legs today, I foam roll out multiple areas of my body, pretty much my whole body. And you got to remember, your body is one interconnected chain. And if you're feeling warm and you're feeling loose for your lifts, that's really important. You want to be able to utilize your muscles properly. And right here, I'm doing one static stretch. I don't typically do static stretching, but this one is really beneficial for my hips and makes my hips feel nice and loose for my leg days. So both hips feel a lot looser now. So when I squat, my hips are ready to go, engaged. Chest up, big deep breath. All right, now on to exercise one. Finally starting the workout, we're doing some hamstring curls. As you can see here, we're starting off with some pretty light weight, around 85 pounds. And we just kind of are warming up at this point. We'll progressively overload to around 140 pounds by the end of this. And you can see here, my feet are pointed up. And when you have your feet pointed up and you squeeze nice and slow through, you'll feel it right in the middle of your hamstrings. Really good pump, gets me warmed up for the entire workout. For exercise two, we're going to carry over some of the same principles. Here I'm just squatting the bar as a warm-up. We do 1 to 2 sets, sometimes even 3, as warm-up sets to get the legs nice and loose until we work into our heavy working sets, as you'll see here in just a moment. Although my primary goal is building muscle and hypertrophy, I still incorporate a little bit of strength. For example, on leg day, I pick one exercise for strength. In this case, barbell squats. My top couple sets will be 6 to 8 reps instead of my normal 10 to 15 for most of my movements. Here, my top set is around 265, 275. And here's Julie squatting 95 pounds. In a moment here, you'll see she squats 115 on her back. And believe it or not, she hit 135 with better depth than this for 4 reps. The only problem is I recorded it vertical and not horizontal, so it's not in the video. Sorry, Jules. Next is leg press. I do 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps. This is 6 plates on each side. As you can see here, I'm really trying to make sure I connect the muscle. I don't try to go too fast. I try to get pretty good depth with my legs. And while I was doing leg press, Julie did some hip thrusts with the barbell. Her goals are a little bit different from mine, so our workouts, slightly differ, but they are pretty similar overall. This is actually a continuation of the prior clip where I was doing leg press, and I could go a little bit heavier, but at that point, I'd start to be flirting with ego lifting. You want to go as heavy as you can, but you also want to still connect the mind with the muscle really well and just physically exhaust those muscles in your body. So this is challenging enough, and I feel a really good pump, and I can definitely feel I'm growing. And speaking of growing, this exercise right here, split squats, will really grow your glutes. It does for me, that's for sure. And any one-legged movement is really good for helping improve on muscle imbalances in your body. Remember, we always will have a one stronger and one weaker side, and the goal is to try to make everything as proportional as possible. And based on how your legs and feet are positioned, you can feel it in your quads, hamstrings, or glutes, and it all depends on how you position yourself. This exercise, I think, for Julie is a love-hate relationship. She hates how much it burns when she's training, but she loves the results. But she does give it her all, and she's busting her ass right now. Next exercise is leg extensions. And you can see here my feet are pointed straight up. And based on the way your feet are pointed, you're going to be able to decipher where you want to feel it in your quads. For example, if you had your feet pointed inward or outward, you'd work the inner and outer part of your quad as well. Also, notice how I'm not swinging the weight. I'm squeezing it slowly so I get that squeeze and that burn right in my quads. And here I'm definitely feeling myself. The pump is insane. Last exercise of this workout is calf raises. And notice how my feet are going in two levels. We got level 1, which is from the bottom to the middle, and then I go pause briefly to the middle to the top. Boom, boom, just like that. Remember, calves are partially genetic, but you can still grow them to an extent. So don't just lose hope and blame bad genetics on your calves. You can still grow some muscle and get some nice definition in your calves, especially when you're lean. Right here, you'll see in a moment here, a little bit different angle. I have good definition. They're not the biggest in the world, though. All right, guys, leg session complete. I had a great workout, and that's going to be the nature of this channel. A lot of workouts from beginning to end, vlogs, Q&As. Going to do some cooking, what I eat in a day material, some real life situations, 10,000 calorie challenges, a lot to look forward to. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment any questions you have on the workout. I'd be happy to provide that feedback. And until next time, peace.